Hi Year 2, in this video I'm going to be explaining the English learning for this week. This week's learning is all about poetry. We have decided to focus on mini beast poems because that links really well with our science learning this week. There are a variety of sessions that we'll be going through in school. It is not an expectation that you do all of them at home. You might want to pick and choose. You might want to challenge your learning and try all of them. Throughout this video, I'm going to be asking you to pause me, and that is so you can go when you have time to do each activity. You could do one session a day, or you might want to do all the sessions back to back in one day if you prefer. Let's get started. This is session 1. Today we will be talking about performing poetry. Follow the links on the English instruction page to listen to 2 poems, Eric the Weary Bee and The Worm That Wouldn't Wriggle. As you listen to the poems, think about what makes each performance enjoyable. Please pause the video here so that you can listen to both poems. So, what did you think? Which poem did you prefer? Why? Today, your job is to create your own success criteria of features that you think a good performance must have. The first thing I wrote down in my success criteria is that each character must have their own voice. I thought this was important as it really brought the characters to life and it made it exciting to listen to. What other features do you think we should include when performing poetry? After completing your success criteria, if you would like to practice, you will find both poems have been saved into the English Session 1 folder as a PDF. Choose your favorite poem from today and practice performing it to one of your teddies or someone in your family. We'd love to see some videos of your performances. Please pause the video here. This is the end of Session 1. This is Session 2, which is all about building language. What is alliteration? You're right. It's when words in a phrase or a sentence start with the same sound. Can you think of any examples? I've got one. Gary galloped, or even better, Gary galloped into the garage. What's yours? In today's learning, we have 2 resources that will help you. This one is a mini beast adjective word mat. And this one is full of colors, verbs, and adjectives you might want to use in your learning. Both of these resources have been uploaded into the English Session 2 folder. Look at the image of the mini beasts. Can you come up with an alliterative noun phrase to describe some of the mini beasts? I've got one. The brave bee. Pause the video here to have a go at writing your own alliterative noun phrases for each mini beast. Could you challenge yourself further by adding a verb to explain what the insect might be doing? You could even turn it into a sentence. What about, the brave bee buzzed beside a bungalow? I wonder if I could make that even better by adding an adjective that begins with the sound b into my sentence to describe the bungalow. Oh, the brave bee buzzed beside a beautiful bungalow. Pause the video here to add detail and turn each of your noun phrases into a sentence. Remember to use the resources in the folder to help you. This is now the end of Session 2. Keep listening for Session 3. This is Session 3, which is our planning session. In this session, you will need to choose one mini beast. You may want to choose that mini beast from this picture, or you might have another one in your mind already. First, draw that mini beast in the middle of your page. Pause the video here so you have time to draw your mini beast. I've chosen a butterfly. Now, we're going to come up with some adjectives, similes, verbs, alliteration, and expanded noun phrases to describe our mini beast. Let's see what I've come up with for my butterfly. Beautiful, bronze, multicolored, magnificent, tumbles down like a toddler, fluttering like a feather, blending into the blossoms, bouncing between the bushes, wind whips it wildly. You'll be using all of this lovely language that you create to help you write your very own poem in our next session. You may want to use the resources from the Session 2 folder to help you. That's where I got some of my adjective choices. Pause the video here and write your ideas all around your drawing. This is now the end of Session 3. We are now in Session 4, the final session of this week's English lessons, and it is finally time to create our own poems. First, I'm going to read some poems to you. Can you guess what mini beast each poem is about? This one's tricky. Armored Dinosaur, Blundering Through Jungle Grass by Dandelion Light. Knight's Headpiece, Steel-Hinged Orange Segment, Ball-Bearing Armadillo Drop. Pale Peppercorn, Pearled Eyeball, Sentence Without End, My Rolling Full Stop. What mini beast do you think this poem is about? A wood louse. Let's try another. They used to fly over all the ponds in summer, Granny says, like sparkling sapphire helicopters, purple airplanes, with eyes of bright topaz, wings flashing emerald light, brightening the countryside in their jeweled flight. Sun glow, brilliance winging over every pond. Someday I hope to see one. Smallest little dragon. Oh, I think they've given you a hint in that last line. Do you know what it is? Let's look. A dragonfly. It's really important, just like these authors, that you use descriptions that are clear so that your reader has an idea of what mini beast you have chosen. Today, you will need your plan from Session 3. This is my plan for my butterfly, and all the resources we introduced in Session 2. We're going to be turning our ideas into poems. I'm going to read you the poem I created about my butterfly. I decided not to use the word butterfly in my poem so that my reader had to guess what it was about. I've highlighted any words or phrases that I took directly from my plan. As you can see, I came up with even more ideas as I wrote my poem, and I didn't even use all of my ideas from my plan. This might be the case for you. This is how my poem goes. Blending into the blossoms, as beautiful as a princess, a multicolored, magnificent masterpiece bounces between the bushes. It flies like a fairy, it glides from here to there. The breeze is its friend at the moment, but beware. Clouds turn black with thunder, rain pelts down like pebbles, the wind whips it wildly as it tumbles like a toddler. Hiding from the enemy, as quiet as a mouse, hoping for the storm to pass, to spread its wings again. Obviously, you all know that my poem is about a butterfly, but I tried to write it so that my reader, if they didn't know it was about a butterfly, would be able to guess. We'd like you to do the same thing. We hope you enjoy creating your mini beast poem. Please send a picture of your poem to us on the year group email, unless, of course, you plan on performing your own poem. In that case, we'd love to see some videos. Speak to you soon. Bye!